Numbers chapter 7. On the day Moses finished setting up the tabernacle, he anointed and consecrated it and all its furnishings, along with the altar and all its utensils. After he anointed and consecrated these things, the leaders of Israel, the heads of their ancestral families, presented an offering. They were the tribal leaders who supervised the registration. They brought as their offering before the Lord 6 covered carts and 12 oxen, a cart from every 2 leaders, and an ox from each one, and presented them in front of the tabernacle. The Lord said to Moses, "Accept these from them to be used in the work of the tent of meeting, and give this offering to the Levites, and to each division according to their service." So Moses took the carts and oxen and gave them to the Levites. He gave the Gershonites 2 carts and 4 oxen corresponding to their service, and gave the Merarites 4 carts and 8 oxen corresponding to their service, under the direction of Itamar son of Aaron, the priest. But he did not give any to the Kohathites, since their responsibility was service related to the holy objects carried on their shoulders. The leaders also presented the dedication gift for the altar when it was anointed. The leaders presented their offering from in front of the altar. The Lord told Moses, "Each day have one leader present his offering for the dedication of the altar." The one who presented his offering on the first day was Nahshon, son of Amminadab, from the tribe of Judah. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3.5 pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Nahshon, son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathan-sel, son of Zuar, leader of Issachar, presented an offering. As his offering was presented, 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, and 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls. Give 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Nethanel, son of Zuar. On the third day, Eliab, son of Elon, leader of the Zebulunites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, 1 male lamb a year old, for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old, for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Elon. On the 4th day, Elizu, son of Sedeur, leader of the Reubenites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb, a year old, for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old, for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Eliu, son of Zeleu. On the 5th day, Zelumiel, son of Zurishaddai, leader of the Simeonites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for the grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Zelumiel, son of Zurizadai. On the 6th day, Elisaph, son of Duel, leader of the Gadites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Elisaph, son of Duel. On the 7th day, Elishama, son of Amiud, leader of the Ephraimites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds of silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was an offering of Elijama, son of Amiud. On the 8th day, Gamaliel, son of Perazur, leader of the Manassites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flours with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Gamaliel, son of Pegazur. On the 9th day, Abidan, son of Gideoni, leader of the Benjaminites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3 1/4 pounds of 1 silver basin weighing 1 3/4 pounds, measured by the sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flours mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces full of incense, 1 young bull on him, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Abidan, son of Gideoni. On the 10th day, Ahiezer, son of Amijadai, leader of the Danites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, and 1 male lamb 1 year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, son of Ocran, leader of the Azerites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Pagiel, son of Ogra. On the 12th day, Aira, son of Enan, leader of the Naphtalites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ham, 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 hams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Aira, son of Enan. This was the dedication gift from the leaders of Israel for the altar when it was anointed: 12 silver dishes, 12 silver basins, and 12 gold bowls, each silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds and each basin 1¾ pounds. The total weight of the silver articles was 60 pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel. The 12 gold bowls full of incense, each weighing 4 ounces, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel. The total weight of the gold bowls was 3 pounds, and the livestock of the burnt offering totaled 12 bulls, 12 hams, and 12 male lambs a year old, with their grain offerings, and 12 male goats for a sin offering, and the livestock for the fellowship sacrifice totaled 24 bulls, 6 hams, 6 male goats, and 6 male lambs a year old. This was the dedication gift for the altar after it was anointed. When Moses entered the tent of meeting to speak with the Lord, he heard the voice speaking to him from above the mercy seat that was on the ark of the testimony. From between 2 cherubim he spoke to him that way.
Numbers 8. The Lord spoke to Moses. Speak to Aaron and tell him, when you set up the lamps, the 7 lamps are to give light in front of the lampstand. So Aaron did this and set up its lamps to give light in front of the lampstand, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. This is the way the lampstand was made. It was a hammered work of gold, hammered from its base to its flower petals. The lampstand was made according to the pattern the Lord has shown Moses. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Take the Levites from among the Israelites and ceremonially cleanse them. Do this to them for their perfection. Sprinkle them with the perfection water. Give them, shave them, their entire body, and wash their clothes, and so purify themselves. They are to take a young bull and its grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil. And you are to make a second young bull for a sin offering. Bring the Levites before the tent of meeting and assemble the entire Israelite community. Then present the Levites before the Lord and have the Israelites lay their hands on them. Aaron is to present the Levites before the Lord as a presentation offering from the Israelites, so that they may perform the Lord's work. Next, the Levites are to lay their hands on the heads of the bulls, sacrifice one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering to the Lord, to make anointment for the Levites. You are to have the Levites stand before Aaron and his sons, and you are to present them before the Lord as a prestation offering. In this way, you are to separate the Levites from the rest of the Israelites, so that the Levites will belong to me. After that, the Levites may come to serve at the tent of meeting once you have ceremonially cleansed them and presented them as a presentation offering, for they have been exclusively assigned to me from the Israelites. I have taken them for myself in place of all who come first from the womb, every Israelite firstborn, for every firstborn among the Israelites is mine, both man and animal. I consecrate them to myself on the day I struck down every firstborn in the land of Egypt. But I have taken the Levites in place of every firstborn among the Israelites. From the Israelites I have given the Levites exclusively to Aaron and his sons to perform the work for the Israelites at the tent of meeting and to make anointment to their behalf, so that no plagues will come against the Israelites when they approach the cemetery. Moses, Aaron, and the entire Israelite community did this to the Levites. The Israelites did everything to them that the Lord commanded Moses regarding the Levites. The Levites purified themselves and washed their clothes. Then Aaron presented them before the Lord as a presentation offering. Aaron also made an anointment for them to cleanse them manually. After that, the Levites came to do their work at the tent of meeting in a presence of Aaron and his sons. So they did to them as the Lord has commanded Moses concerning the Levites. The Lord spoke to Moses in regard to the Levites from 25 years old or more men enters the sacrificing the work at the tent of meeting, but the 50-year-old he is to retire from his service in the work and no longer serve. He may assist his brothers to fulfill responsibilities at the tent of meeting, but he must not do the work. This is how you are to deal with the Levites regarding their duties.
Numbers 9. In the first month of the second year, and their departure from the land of Egypt, the Lord told Moses to the wilderness of the Sinai. The Israelites are to observe the Passover at its appointed time. You must observe it at its appointed time on the 14th day of this month at twilight. You are to observe it according to all its status and the ordinances. So Moses told the Israelites to observe the Passover, and they observed it in the first month on the 14th day at twilight in the wilderness of Sinai. The Israelites did everything as the Lord had commanded Moses, but there were some men who were unclean because of a human corpse, so they could not observe the Passover on that day. These men came before Moses and Aaron the same day and said to him, "We are unclean because of a human corpse. Why should we be excluded from the presenting the Lord's offering at its appointed time with other Israelites?" Moses replied to them, "Wait here until I hear what the Lord commanded for you." Then the Lord spoke to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, when any of you or your descendants is unclean because of a corpse, or is on a distance journey, he may still observe the Passover to the Lord. So such people are to observe it in the second month on the 14th day at twilight. They are to eat the animal with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They may not leave any of it until morning, or break any of its bones. They must observe the Passover according to all its status. But the man who is ceremonially clean is not on a journey, and yet fails to observe the Passover, is to be cut off from his people, because he did not present the Lord's offering at the appointed time. That man will bear the consequences of his sin. If an alien resides with you and wants to observe the Passover to the Lord, he is to do it according to the Passover status and its ordinances. You are to apply to the same status to both the resident alien and the native of the land. On the day tabernacle was set up, the cloud covered this tabernacle and tent of the testimony, and it appeared like fire above the tabernacle from evening until morning. It remained that way continuously. The cloud would cover it, appearing like fire at night. Whenever the clouds was lifted up above the tent, the Israelites would set out at the place where the cloud stopped. There the Israelites camped. At the Lord's command, the Israelites set out, and at the Lord's command they camped as long as the cloud stayed over the tabernacle. They camped even when the cloud stayed over the tabernacle many days. The Israelites carried out the Lord's requirement and did not set out. Sometimes the cloud remained over the tabernacle for only a few days. They would camp at the Lord's command and set out at the Lord's command. Sometimes the cloud remained only from evening until morning. When the cloud lifted in the morning, they set out, or if it remained a day and a night, they moved out when the cloud lifted. Whenever it was 2 days, a month, or longer, the Israelites camped and did not set out as long as the cloud stayed over the tabernacle. But when it was lifted, they set out. They camped at the Lord's command, and they set out at the Lord's command. They carried out the Lord's requirement according to his command through Moses.
Numbers 10. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Make 2 trumpets of hammered silver to summon the community and have the camp set out. When both are sounded a long blast, the entire community is to gather before you at the entrance of the tent of meeting. However, if one is sounded, only the leaders and the heads of Israel clans are to gather before you. When you sound short blasts, the camps pitched on the east are set out. When you sound the short blast a second time, the camp pitched on the south are to set out." Short blasts are to be sounded for them to set out. When calling the assembly together, you are to sound long blasts, not short ones. The sons of Aaron, the priests, are to sound the trumpets. Your use of these is a permanent statute throughout your generation. When you enter into battle in your land against an adversary who is attacking you, sound short blasts on the trumpet. Sound short blasts on the trumpet, and you will be remembered before the Lord your God, and be saved from your enemies. You are to sound the trumpet over your burst of fearing and your fellowship sacrifice, and on your joyous occasions, your appointed festivals, and the beginning of each of your months. They will serve as a reminder for you before your God. I am the Lord your God. During the 2nd year, in the 2nd month, on the 20th days of the month, the clouds was lifted up above the tabernacle of the testimony. The Israelites traveled on the wilderness of Sinai, moving from one place to the next until the cloud stopped in the wilderness of Paran. They set out for the first time according to the Lord commanded through Moses. The military division of the camp of Judah's descendants with their banners set out first, and Nahshon, son of Amminadab, was over their division. Nathanael, son of Zurah, was over the division of the tribe of Issachar, the descendants, and Eliab, son of Helon, was over the division of the tribe of Zebulun, descendants. The tabernacle was then taken down, and the Gershonites and the Merarites set out, transporting the tabernacle. The military division of the camp of Reuben with their banner set out, and Eleazar, son of Shedeur, was over their division. Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai, was over the division of the tribes of Simon's descendants. The elephant's son of Duel was over the division of the tribe of Gad's descendants. The Conathites then set out, transporting the holy object. The tabernacle was to be set up before their arrival. Next, the military division of the camp of Ephraim's descendants with their banners set out, and Elishama, son of Ammihud, was over their descendants. Gamaliel, son of Peduazar, was over the division of the tribe of Manasseh descendants, and Aban, son of Gibeon, was over the division of the tribe of Benjamin descendants. The military division of the camp of Dan's descendants with their banners set out, serving as rear guards for all the camps, and as Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai, was over their division. Pagel, son of Otran, was over the division of the tribe of Asher's descendants, and Asher, Ahai, son of Enan, was over the division of the tribe of Naphtali descendants. This was the order of march for the Israelites by their military division as they set out. Moses said to Habad, descendants of Reuel, the Midianites, and Moses' relatives by marriage were setting out for the place the Lord promised. I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised good things to Israel. But he replied to him, I don't want to go. Instead, I will go to my own land and my relatives. Please don't leave us, Moses said, since you know where we should camp in the wilderness. You can serve as our eyes. If you come with us, whether good the Lord does for us, we will do for you. They set out from the mountains of the Lord on a 3-day journey, with the ark of the Lord confident, traveling ahead of them for those 3 days to seek resting place for them. Meanwhile, the clouds of the Lord were over them by day when they set out from the camp. Whenever the ark set out, Moses would say, "Arise, Lord, let your enemies be scattered, and those who hate you flee from your presence." When it came to rest, he would say, "Return, Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel."